Done up to this one. Customer said their toilet was taking ages to fill, so we're going to have a quick look. There's only two parts to a toilet really. There's a siphon and there's the ball valve. The siphon does the flushing, the ball valve does the filling. As you can see, that is taking ages to fill, so we're going to change that. I always opt for Flowmaster. These come with a brass shank, they're compact, and you can also do side entry with them, and they're really competitive on price. So that's why I always keep these on the van. This is quite a handy one, there's an isolation valve underneath, so I'm going to turn that off and then we're going to flush the water out. As you can see, we've got that little bit left in the bottom, so we're going to get the wet vac to suck the rest out. When I was an apprentice, we used to use a sponge, but time's passed since then. This way's a lot quicker and looks a bit more professional as well. So once you're happy all the water's out, the first thing I'm going to do is undo the first nut. On the flexi, I've got a wet bucket underneath. That's going to catch any drips of water. Just move that out of the way and then get the spanner on the nut, connecting it to the cistern underneath. Going to get that undone. One little turn and then you can just use your finger to twist it off. Once that nut's off, the ball valve will just pull out of place. I'm going to chuck that in the bucket. Right, so now we're going to pop the new one in. We don't need to do any adjustments or anything. We'll just wiggle it past that. This was a little awkward trying to do it one-handed, but we just find the hole, pop it in. And then with that in place, we're going to put the nut on. You get a brass nut with this as well, which is brilliant. And then you get a washer. Didn't have that on the old one. Just use your finger to get it all the way to the top. And then we're just going to get a spanner to give it a little pinch. You don't need to over tighten these because you've got that washer in between. Then we're going to connect the flexi back on. We don't need to over tighten these because it's literally just a rubber washer inside. So we'll just do it finger tight and then a little pinch with a spanner. And that's it. We're all ready to turn it back on. Now we're going to check for leaks and we're just going to check that everything's working as it should. You can hear that that's filling a lot better and it's a lot quieter as well. So I filmed this whole thing just so that you can see that I made no adjustments to it or anything. Literally straight out of the box, straight into the cistern, and it's spot on. You see how well and quick that shut off. Now I'm going to flush and try again, because we always double check. Shut off like a dream again, and that's why I always use Flowmaster from Screwfix. That's another one done. Happy days.